mahigpit ah. Pati ito mukhang na-frozen.
Wow!
Ano, ang daming snow guys oh. Ang daming snow sa ano natin. Yan oh, ang daming snow sa fuel tank. Oh, daming snow. Yung puti-puti na yan. Snow yan guys, snow. Snow yan guys, snow. Nagmo-moist niya at nagbi-build up na ng snow o ice itong ating ating tangke. Kaya binili natin, maglalagay tayo ng ito, house diesel treatment, sabi niya. Nakita nyo, $16 lang. Panay na sa mga malalamig na lugar, huwag nating kalimutan maglagay ng ganito guys, kasi makakatulong ito para na rin sa makina natin, kasi kapag ka winter hindi mo guys, good morning, good morning, good morning. Dito na ako sa Robert, Wisconsin guys, natulog. Nakapag-drive ako 5 oras kagabi mula dun sa pick up natin. Ngayon, may 2 oras pa bago matapos yung 10 hours of duty ko. Maligo tayo. Tara, maligo muna tayo para naman mapreskuhan tayo. Yeah! Mayroon pang ano guys 1 guest ahead, kaya mamaya na tayo magsha-shower. Magpakrudo muna tayo. Tara, pakrudo muna tayo guys, pakrudo. Sabay ikutan na natin dito sa likod. Tignan natin yung ilaw natin, baka marumi yun. Okay, hindi naman. Okay naman. At least kahit pa paano tinik na natin. Okay. Lamig talaga, pero kailangan natin maligo. Yan. Pakrudo. Uy. Mahigpit ah. Pati ito mukhang na-frozen. Ano, ang daming snow guys oh. Yan oh, ang daming snow sa fuel tank. Kita nyo? Oh, snow oh, daming snow. Yung puti-puti na yan. Snow yan guys, snow.
Wow!
Kunin ko yung flashlight ko. Lamig. 3.799 per gallon. Okay. Ayan o. Yan guys, snow yan guys, snow. Tataki na yata. Natulog yata. Wala stick. So, 150 to galon. Puntahan nga natin. Abang, can you move? Andiyan na po may reaper. Okay, thank you. Ayan, dumating na pala. Lalagyan ko yung reaper ko eh. Okay, meron ng shower available guys, oh. Reserve shower, mag-reserve na tayo ng shower natin. Alright guys, no? Reserve shower, so click natin yan. Mag-reserve tayo. Okay, shower, reserve a shower. Yan. Para magkaroon na tayo ng shower. Yan. Shower reserve. Lalabas na yung number ko dyan. Number 17. Tapos yung aking code. Tapusin muna natin to. Ayun na. Okay. Kaya na yun. 17. Ito. Baka maubusan tayo. Grabe lamig. DEF not working. Wala silang DEF. Na-frozen eh. Frozen yung mga oops. Woo! Mag-park muna ako guys. Alright guys, yan. Woo! Lamig talaga sa labas. Lock natin. Shower tayo. Palabasin na natin yung mainit. Alright. Alright guys, yan. Mag-shower muna ang inyong apong lakay. Para naman mapresko-preskuhan tayo. Nakita nyo naman nung nandun tayo sa Plymouth, doon sa Walmart. Talagang ilang araw akong nag-workout na hindi nakakapag-shower. Kaya amoy higaan tayo. Kakanat, kaamot na ko na. Nakamuday na. Ewan ko. Maganda nga agat bubuto na. But anyway, joke lang nga dyan guys ha. But anyway guys ha, mag-shower lang muna ako, balikan ko namin. Yes! Alright guys yan. Tayo sa truck. Let's go, huwag na tayo magpatumpik-tumpik pa. Nakapresko na naman ang inyong apong lakay. Yun. Let's roll! Yes! So, mula dito, matatapos ko tong oras ko. Bali, siguro sa Flying J, Manot, North Dakota na tayo. Ano, tignan natin dito. Matutulog mamaya. So, from here to dito tayo sa Robert, Wisconsin Flying J.
In 1 mile, turn left on 130th Street.
Okay, so tignan natin dito kung ilang kamilyahe pa tayo sa Menot, kasi doon tayo matutulog. Yun ang aking yun ang aking yun yung aking plano na tutulugan.
Take the ramp on the right to I-94 west toward Hudson.
537 kamilyahe guys. Flying J, Menot, North Dakota, 537 kamilyahe pa. Sisimula naman natin mag-drive 11 hours. Super kung tutusin, makakadaan pa ako ng portal ngayon. Baka abutin pa ako ng Canada. Pero tignan ko na lang, pagsipagin tayo magmaneho. Ratratin natin ng ratratin. Let's go! Sakto yung track and combination over 10,000 libras into the skill with Dutch classing. Sana eksakto yung adjustment ko dun sa load natin. Malalaman natin. Station open when light flashing, slow down. Dito pa lang meron na silang dyan scanan dyan na dyan madadaanan mo para mabigyan kanila ng bypass or enter to the skill. Ito dito banda rito, ayun landaan lang dyan. Ngayon malalaman mo naman kung sa right lights or left ka. Binigyan tayo ng bypass na scan nila na okay ang timbang natin. Nakita natin guys sa mga baguhan na long haul truck driver dito sa Canada, pag napanood nyo to, ganyan ang diskarte dyan. Kape. Minnesota. Magulo ngayon dito sa Minnesota guys dahil nga dyan sa illegal alien.
Continue on the current road.
Yung mga Somalis Yan, ito wala naman ako ano kasi taga-Canada naman ako, hindi naman ako Amerika, pero tuwing bukas ko na lang ng aking cellphone kapag nasa Minnesota ka yung news feeds mo puro ICE agent, dalawa na ang napatay ng ICE agent. Condolences sa kanilang mga pamilya. Renigot yung si Alex sa Pretty. Yan. Sana hindi na dumanak ng dugo. Sana makipag-coordinate na yung si Governor Tim Walz at saka Mayor Jacob Frey sa federal government, federal police, sa ICE police, para hindi lalong lumala ito. But anyway guys, hopefully maging okay na ang lahat. Tuloy-tuloy lang tayo.
Court's not gonna like this. He wants his men treated with respect.
I don't give a damn what Elam likes or don't like. As far as I'm concerned, none of you varmints have earned a lick of respect from me or anybody else in Abilene. Why don't you just ride on back to Powderhorn?
We should take him, Jim.
Maganda guys yung climate dito. Walang snow, hindi nag-i-snow. Pero malamig.
Go fish.
Minus 21. Tuloy-tuloy lang ako. Smooth traffic na sana to, dire-diretso na.
Increased. The kid moved aside from the door to let the 4 hard cases file out of the office. He kept them covered the whole time. When they were gone, he towed the door shut and lowered the rifle as he turned toward the marshal.
Get out!
The kid leaped toward the desk where a lamp was burning. Even as he blew out the flame, both of the windows in the office exploded inward under the onslaught of a volley of shots fired from outside. The kid had halfway expected something like that, so he was already diving toward the floor as shards of broken glass sprayed around him. He had an arm over his face to protect his eyes. He rolled over as he landed and came up on one knee, still holding the Winchester. He thrust the rifle through the busted window closest to him and aimed at the muzzle flashes in the street, cranking off 3 rounds as fast as he could work the lever. Marshal Fisher had snatched a loaded rifle from the rack on the wall behind the desk and crouched at the other window to open fire. He and the kid raked the street with their shots, and that was enough to make the 4 mounted men dig in their spurs and send their horses lunging away from the marshal's office.
Hold your fire! They're leaving. Don't want any stray bullets hitting anybody else.
The kid pulled the Winchester back from the window. The rifle was chambered to use the same rounds as his Colt, so he took fresh cartridges from the loops on his shell belt and thumbed them through the Winchester's loading gate, working in the dark with the ease of long familiarity.
You hit? I picked up a scratch or 2 when those windows broke, but that's all. How about you? Not even a scratch. There's shutters on the windows. Let's close them before I strike a light again.
That sounded like a good idea to the kid. He closed and latched the shutters on the window where he had been firing at the gunman, and heard the marshal doing the same at the other window. The scratch of a lucifer came a moment later. Light flared up from the match. Fisher lit the lamp. In its glow, the kid studied the shutters. Lawrence was the first good-sized settlement they came to. It had been raided twice by Jayhawkers, first before the Civil War, and then during the war by William Quantrill's marauders, who had burned the town to the ground. Lawrence had rebuilt, and was now a peaceful farming community, with few, if any, reminders of the bloody violence that had taken place there. They spent 2 days camped outside town, while the kid and Arturo asked questions of the settlers. Nobody seemed to know anything about Pamela. Nobody tried to kill the kid either, which told him she probably hadn't disembarked the train there. It was a good break for Arturo, too, since he wasn't used to sitting on the hard, bouncing seat of a buckboard all day long. His skin was already starting to tan, and he was handling the 4-horse team with more confidence. They moved on to Topeka. For a capital city, the settlement was on the smallish size, but still large enough that the kid and Arturo spent a week there, poking around and asking questions. The kid wired Charles Harcourt to find out if there had been any new developments in Boston, but Harcourt reported that he and Jack Mallory had been unsuccessful in their efforts to uncover any more facets of Pamela's far-reaching plot.
Alright guys, ayan, Moorhead na tayo, Moorhead.
He
Morehead.
began to have the feeling that Pamela wouldn't have hidden the
Malapit
children
na
in a
tayo
large
sa
town or
border
city
ng
where he wouldn't have any
Minnesota
realistic
at
chance of
saka
finding them. She hadn't wanted that. She'd wanted him to stay on the trail, and he wouldn't do that if the chances to find
North
his twins were
Dakota.
so small as to be hopeless. She wanted him to keep going, so he could keep stepping right into the traps she had prepared for him.
temperature is
The kid
16,
was convinced
minus
it was much
16
more
pa rin.
likely the children were hidden
Malamig pa
away
rin,
in some
mga
small
idol.
settlement along the rail line, and that was where he and Arturo would put their efforts. Abilene was still famous for everything that had happened during its days as a wild, hell-roaring cow town. The sleepy little farm
Continuous lang tayo sa
bore little
pagdadrive, guys.
resemblance to that bloody hell on wheels, where Wild Bill Hickok had ruled as city marshal.
Ratrating ko to, ubusin ko talaga yung driving hours ko ngayon para bukas nasa Calgary na tayo.
Arturo rolled across the bridge over Mud Creek and down Front Street. Dusk was settling over the town. The kid turned in the saddle and pointed toward a two-story brick hotel.
We'll stay there tonight. You know, sleeping in your bed, won't you?
I don't know. Used to being uncomfortable. How will I know what to do if there aren't insects biting me and rocks jabbing me over?
You'll figure it out. Here's a livery statement.
The kid swung down from... The four men had left the door partially open. As he stepped onto the boardwalk, the kid heard a harsh voice. It was enough to give the kid a pretty good idea of what was going on. Using the Winchester's barrel to...
Alright guys, North Dakota. Nice, I know. Arriving in North Dakota, Village in Dari.
Pushed the door open the rest of the way. He stepped into the doorway.
And I don't reckon you boys will like what happens if you try.
In a matter of seconds, the kid's eyes took in the scene in the marshal's office. The four who had just entered had arranged themselves in a threatening half-circle around a man who stood with his back to the thick wooden door that separated the office from the cell block in the rear of the building. The man was in his 40s, slender as a whip, with graying fair hair and a mustache. He was dressed all in black and had a holstered Colt on his hip, along with a marshal's badge pinned to his leather vest. The oldest of the four intruders was older than the marshal, with a derby hat on thinning red hair and a...
Paslagpasan na natin to mga to. Tandaan nyo guys, kapag nag-overtake kayo, make sure it's safe mag-overtake. Check your left side, right, left, shoulder check, or side mirror check. Para safe.
a grizzled beard of the same shade sprouting from his jaw. The youngest was no more than 20. Curly brown hair fell around his shoulders. Despite his youth, the eyes he turned toward the kid were flat and devoid of humanity, like the eyes of a snake.
Ganito ito yung ano guys, ito yung pinapakinggan ko kapag nagdadrive ako. Hindi ako nagmi-music ito. Para matuto ko ng matuto ko mag-English. Marami akong ganito guys. Graphic audio. Parang nanonood ka ng sine. Kasi may CD yan, CD to eh. Graphic audio.
The other two were in their 30s, typical hard cases in worn range clothes. One of them, who had a prominent beak of a nose over a thick, drooping black mustache, glared at the kid.
Who the hell are you?
This ain't none of your business, mister. You best skedaddle.
My business is with the marshal, so you'd best conclude whatever brought you here and then leave so I can get on with it.
You're making a bad mistake. Haul your freight out of here.
Yeah! You don't want to get on the outside, mister. You work for Cornell.
Yes, ayan. Kakain muna tayo. Gawa muna ako ng sandwich ko habang nagta 30 minutes break tayo. Isang itlog. Tapos tinapay. Lagyan natin ng Lady's Choice Tuna Sandwich Spread. Sabi niya rito. Ayan. Snacks. Tapos lagyan natin ng itlog. Wala lang pagkain ko guys, simple lang pagkain ko. Whole wheat bread. Pag bibili kayo ng tilapay guys, wag yung wag yung wag yung white. Ang bilhin nyo yung brown. Yung brown na whole wheat na bread para mas maganda. Guys, kain tayo. After nito, magpapakrudo tayo. Tapos kunin ko yung ice manifest ko. Tapos tuloy tayo. Ayun guys, babalik tayo. Nakatulog ba naman ako after nating mag-sandwich? Nakita yung mga kumain lang tayo ng sandwich nakatulog ako. Di ba 30 minutes lang dapat? Nakatulog ako. Sarap kasi matulog guys. Naidire-diretso kaya tuloy. Kita nyo, gabi na. Madilim na tuloy. But anyway, mag-drive pa rin ako ng mga ilang oras. Pero magpakrudo muna tayo rito. Okay. Nine, 8 1, 4, 6, 2. Alright guys, ayan, nakita nyo naman sa vlog natin, no, doon sa Robert, Wisconsin, nung nagpakrudo tayo. Grabe, sobrang nagmo-moist niya at nagbi-build up na ng snow o ice itong ating ating tangke. Kaya itong binili natin, maglalagay tayo ng ito, house diesel treatment, sabi niya. Nakita nyo, $16 lang. Ayan, sa mga tropa na sa mga malalamig na lugar, huwag nating kalimutan maglagay ng ganito guys, kasi makakatulong ito para na rin sa makina natin. Kasi kapag winter, hindi mo talaga maiiwasan guys yung yung mag-build up talaga ng snow o moisture yung ating tangke. Kaya sa mga tropa katulad natin, owner operator, maglagay tayo ng ganito para sa ating sa truck, sa unit. Lalagay ako, ang sabi niya rito is treat up to 320 gallon. Lalagyan ko lang ng kalahati yan. 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 Tapos sa kabila.
Sometimes when you're adrift on the road,
effective to guys kapag para maalagaan natin yung ating fuel injector, ang makina ng truck natin. Ito, turo rin sa akin ng mga tropa ito mga tropa na owner operator, kapag maglagay ka, sabi sa akin ito 320 gallon. Sa akin ang bot tanki ko is 125 plus 125, balit 250 gallon ang makakarga ng ating ang ating dalawang tangke ko. Yan. So, kalahati. Yan, tama-tama para mayroon ulit ako sa susunod. Yan. Grabe kasing lamig guys eh. Hindi mo talaga maiwasan yung moisture na ganyan eh. Yan. Kapag ka nagpakrudo kayo, kapag maglagay kayo yan, itaon nyo yung pagpapakrudo nyo. Kasi yun yung best time. Ikutan natin si Cordapia at saka itong trailer natin. Kasi nakaidlip tayo, baka mamaya wala nang ano no? Wala na tayong ito dito pa. At saka siyempre malinis yung mga ilaw natin. Ano ko dyan kasi magdadrive pa ako eh. Tapos i-check na rin natin guys kung ano. Ayan. Puno pa. Hindi na ako maglalagay. Dito na tayo sa Menot guys ha. Menot, North Dakota. Kailangan maglagay tayo nito guys. Number 1 ito. Yan. Diesel treatment. Okay. Woo. Ilaw ni Cordapia. Ayos. Biscuit pa pa no? Maglagay tayo.
Sometimes when you're adrift on the waves of the
Tapos lagay tayo ng ating kasi baka mamaya cruising yung DEF nung sa ano eh sa Calgary. Sobrang lamig doon. Kita nyo guys oh, ultimo itong aking DEF tank eh oh. Nagbibuild ng snow ice. Talagang snow. Okay lang, hindi naman ano yan masyado eh. Huwag lang sa crudo talaga magkaroon ng snow o kaya moisture. Dito ko muna. Alright guys, move lang ako ng konti ron, tapos kunin ko yung ano, kunin ko yung aking ACE manifest at saka diesel receipt guys. Kunin natin. Tapos mag-drive pa tayo ng konti. Okay guys, ayan, nakuha ko na yung ACE manifest ko. Tapos dito na rin yung aking pasaporte. Yan. Magdadrive pa ako kahit mga 1 o 2 oras guys. Ilapit ko lang sa border para sa ganun eh nandoon na tayo. Malapit na tayo sa Calgary. Isang tirahan na lang, nasa Calgary na tayo bukas. Guys, siguro putulin ko na video vlog ko rito, no? At tulad nga ng sinasabi ko, lahat ng mga sasakyan dito sa malalamig na lugar, hindi mo maiwasan talaga yung nagbibuild ang moist, no? Snow, mga ganyan, no? Kaya kapag ka, no, bumili kayo ng diesel treatment para sa inyong truck o sasakyan. Meron din sa kotse yan. But anyway guys, thank you for watching. Mag-ingat kayo lagi. I love you all. Peace out muna. Bye bye.
Lakai Tracker.